to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be filming a 50 facts about me. Goodness me, it is flipping hard to think of 50 facts about yourself, but I've asked my dad, I've asked my mum, I've asked Lou, and I've asked people at work, so they've all given me a little bit of sort of a few facts they think about me that they think you might be interested in too. So I've got my cup of tea ready. I'm going to pop that on the side and I will get started. I've had to write them down as obviously I'm not going to remember 50 facts about myself. So here goes. My first fact is my middle name is Esme, so you know my full name, and my middle name is Esme. I'm 22 years old. My birthday is the 27th of February, which makes me a Pisces. I have two little sisters and a little brother. I am the oldest sibling. I love my fashion. Doesn't matter if it's Primark or Topshop, anything. It can be low end or high end. I love it. I'm obsessed with my Fitbit. I bought my Fitbit last July and I don't think I've taken it off since. Got it on now. Obsessed. I work in retail and I'm a team leader. I didn't really enjoy school and I got to 6th year, I was a prefect and I just left when I was 17 basically. But I've always had a job since the minute I left school. I've always had a job. That's just what I wanted to do. I've lived on the Isle of Skye for the last 14 years. My favourite colour is red and also pink. I must admit, pink is my favourite. A bit of a girly girl. My boyfriend's name is Lou and I always get people saying to me, "Oh, is that short for Lewis?" And I'm like, no, it's definitely just Lou. But that happens all the time if I say his name's Lou. We have been together for 3.5 years and we live in our flat together now and I'm very, very happy here. It's lovely. I love my singing. I drive everyone insane. I'm singing around work, I'm singing around the flat, singing when I used to live at home. Everywhere I go I'm singing. I've entered Britain's Got Talent and X Factor, and my favourite shop in the whole entire world has to be Primark. Who doesn't love a bit of Primark? You've got to love a bargain. I also love eBay. You can get more bargains on eBay, can't you? Fact number 19, I own a Fiat 500. It was always one of my dream cars to own, and the other dream car I'd love to own is a Beetle. But I think I found out this month that they're actually stopping making them anymore. I read that online, so that might not end up happening. 21, my natural hair colour is actually red, much to you guys believing this blonde is not real. But yeah, my natural hair colour is red. Maybe one day I'll grow this out and have my natural red hair. I'm the biggest chatterbox in the entire world, and if you get talking to me, you probably won't be gone for another half an hour. Oops. I love finding out about people, so when I say to someone like, "Hi, how are you today?" Like I genuinely mean it, like I want to know how you are. Are you good? Are you not feeling good? And if you're not feeling good, can it make you feel better? I'm just that sort of person. I'm just interested in people. I love my handbags. Love handbags, just any type of handbag. I love it. I love the beach, but I hate sand. I absolutely hate sand. Hate it on my feet. I just hate it. It gets everywhere, and I do not like sand, but I do like the beach. I hate the feel of paper. It has to be a certain type of paper, but I genuinely hate the feel of paper. I just go, when I touch it. I don't like it. I'm not naturally tanned and I'm super pale. I don't think I've left the house without my fake tan on since the age of 16, and I use the St. Mary's Medium Mousse. I've got my ears pierced 3 times, but I only just use I only use one of the holes. I only put my hoops in. That's only recently this year. I stopped wearing earrings for years, but this year I've gone back into wearing my earrings. So fact number 30, you won't believe this, but I was the ultimate tomboy growing up. Honestly, the biggest tomboy. I was always in accidents. I was always, biggest tomboy. Fact number 31. My dad was, this is a funny one. My dad says, "You've got to tell them this story. It's so funny." I'm not sure if it's a fact, but it's just a funny story. My dad was on the beach picking wilks. So he was working on the beach picking these wilks, and me and my little sister, we went along with him obviously because he was, I think it was a weekend or whatever. So we went along with him, and we were playing on the beach, and we both got stuck in sinking sand, like literally above our knees. We must have been about 10 or 11, something like that. And my poor dad had to come along and pull us out, and I think he ended up getting stuck too. It was the funniest day, and I don't think he'll ever forgive us for that. It was so funny. 32. this is with my tomboy phase. I was going along the top of a mountain on my little bike, a little old, like 10-year-old Harriet, and I fell off the bike, went straight down the hill, and the bike came down after me, and the handlebars went into my head round about here, and I've ended up with a huge bald patch under my hair. So I've got to be really careful with the way I style my hair, because sometimes I end up with the bald patch showing. So yeah, definitely, yeah, that's another fact. 34, I've climbed down Mount Snowdon when I was 5. My mum and dad took me and my sister everywhere growing up. We just went all over, climbing and walking, and yeah, so I was 5 and we climbed down Mount Snowdon. 35, right, this is another story. My dad said, you've got to add this in because it's just like a family joke. When we were about 9 or 10, me and my little sister would go to the local bakery on a Saturday, and we'd be allowed to go in by ourselves because where we live is quite safe. It's basically the middle of nowhere. So we used to go into this bakery, and Elizabeth would say, can I have a cake and a meringue? Because I'd always want a meringue. And I never thought anything of it until one day we were sat down, we went to the cafe, and we both sat down in the cafe, and Elizabeth said, oh, can I have this cake or whatever? And I just thought, well, she's been saying Anna meringue instead of, I was thinking, you know, I thought that's what it was called. So I says, can I have an Anna meringue? And it turns out, well, obviously she was saying and a meringue when we were ordering it, but from hearing it, I always thought a meringue was called an Anna meringue. Yes, so that's just my little brain, and that is just how I think sometimes. But yeah, that is just such a funny joke, and even now I still call it that in my head. I get my shellac nails done every 3 weeks, and they're desperately needing done again because they are coming off, so I need to get that sorted ASAP. My hair is naturally huge and super curly. It's like gone a bit fluffy today because I've had to wash and straighten it, and it just goes fluffy on that first day, but I think everyone feels the same with their hair on the first day of washing. I travel 2.5 hours to get my hair done because it is so curly, and I go to our local city, which is 2.5 hours away, to get it done, and I stay with the same lady for the last few years, and I won't change. That is why I travel so far. Here's another fact, we're 120 miles from our local Primark. 120 miles, that is my dedication to shop there. I still shop there every 2 weeks. I still go through, I get my music playing, I'm driving through, and you just get used to it when you live wherever you live. You just get used to it, so that's no problem to me. Fact number 40, I'm just a small 5'1". I've added the 1 on, but I genuinely think I'm more like I'm not even 5'1", I'm just 5 foot something. I'm really tiny. 41, my favourite programmes to watch are prison and murder documentaries. Lou will be like, oh, let's put I don't know, something, you know, something not that scary, or not that, you know, just something you don't have to really think about. And I'm like, no, let's not. Let's get a flipping murder documentary on. Love them, I'm obsessed with them, they're really interesting, I just like them. 42, I'm always planning a holiday. We just got back from Gran Canaria, and Lou's like, right, let's settle back into life. And I'm like, we haven't got a holiday booked, you know, let's book something else. I'm always booking another holiday, and I don't think he hates it. I think he secretly loves it because I just do all the organising and he just agrees. So I think Lou does secretly like the fact I'm always wanting to book another holiday. And the biggest worry in the world, honestly, the biggest worry that is my downfall, and that's something I need to improve on. It could be something so small, something so minor, and I just blow it out of proportion in my head, and I just worry about it until it happens, and then I think to myself, why did you spend the whole week or the whole day or even a month worrying about something that wasn't even that bad? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I need to get better at that. I can't start the day without a cup of tea. It just can't happen. My brain does not function. If I don't have that cup of tea, the day's not happening. I'm having a bad day. And it has to be, fact number 45, it has to be Yorkshire tea. It has to be Yorkshire tea, because that is the best tea in the world. And if you can tell me a tea that's better, I will take it on board. Let me know in the comments if you drink another tea, and if you recommend me to try it, I'll try it. Our absolute mug addiction. When I moved into the flat, I took all my mugs from home with me, which you might think, Harriet, really? And in the end, Lou had to end up changing the cupboards around because I was that obsessed. There's that many in the cupboard because he gave me a small cupboard for the mugs, and he doesn't even drink coffee or tea, so we didn't even have any mugs. But now I've got a full cupboard full of mugs here. I just love them. And every time I go into another shop, I end up buying another mug. I'm addicted. 47, my favourite takeaway in the world is a Chinese. Love my Chinese takeaways. 48, my favourite food to cook is a stir fry. Obsessed with stir fries. It's all that type of Chinese food, I just love it, it's really, really nice. 49, the minute I get home, I change into my pyjamas. It doesn't matter if I've been out all morning and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I don't have to go out again, I'll put my pyjamas on. And even if I do have to go out again, I probably will put my pyjamas back on. I just love being in my pyjamas at home. You're not going to wear, maybe not your full pyjamas, but at least I'll put my pyjama bottoms on. I just like to be comfy when you're cozying on the sofa. You just got to be comfy, haven't you? And my last but not least, fact number 50, I would say, is just to be kind. I always say manners, being kind, treat people how you'd like to be treated yourself. That's one of the facts about me, is I always try and be nice to other people, and the way I would want to be treated myself, I treat them. And if I see somebody and I think, oh, I like your hair, or I like your top, or jeans, or handbag, anything I see about someone, I always make a point of telling them, because it would make my day if someone came up to me and said, oh, Harriet, I like your top today. Do you know what I mean? So I always make a point, if I see something on somebody and I think, oh, they look nice, no matter what it is, I just like to tell them. That's just something about me. So that is the end of my 50 facts about me. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was so hard to think of 50 facts, but they're totally random. Some weren't really facts, they were more like stories, but hopefully that counts as a fact. If you are interested in watching any more of my videos, please click the subscribe button and then you will be able to see when I upload my next videos. I think my upload days are going to be Friday and Sunday, but just bear with me while I'm sort of figuring it all out. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you, bye!